As an engineering company and an innovative company, Haworth is specifically interested in the digital knitting technology. We do a lot of work with fabrics. Materiality is important in our industry. Digital knitting being relatively new, we're talking decades, this just seemed like a good marriage between those two things.
The great thing about the 3D knit movement is it's everywhere. It's in everyone's faces constantly, they just don't know it. So there's things like the Nike Fly Knit shoe, Cole Haan's shoe, Warrior has now made a complete lacrosse knit net. There's also things all across the fashion industry. You talk about dresses, athleisure, it's something people can relate to. It's soft, it's comfortable, and it's effective.
Anytime you can be at the front edge instead of the trailing edge of something, you're going to be better off.
This moment is important and exciting because we are the only ones doing it. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. I think the team that we've developed around it, the vendors we've partnered with, what we're doing can be the next wave of furniture, interiors, and beyond.
Chimera's partnership with Haworth really is something that starts with an idea, and then together with the collaboration we might be saying, hey, you know, why don't we try this way with the fabric, and then maybe that might change something on their frame. And that process goes backwards and forwards until we have a part that we're saying, okay, we're happy with it, Haworth are happy with it, and then we can then take that forward.
Everything in materials, doesn't matter what it is, starts with a fiber. So that's exactly where we start here with the knitting machine. I start with an actual fiber that's wound around a spool of yarn, and we actually program small swatches, tie it up on the machine, string it through, knit it, and then go from there. So we have a small swatch, then we can go larger, we combine different yarns to make different material makeups, and then we actually test those for tenacity, strength, stretch, strain. What is it? How does it act? How does it act when we pair it with the polyester? How does it act when we pair it with the monofilament?
What happens when I shape it like this? What happens if I stretch it in this dimension? What happens if I stretch it in this dimension? What happens when we start to incorporate technology into it?
How is this fabric going to be attached to this chair or some frame or whatever it's going on?
But we have a lot of freedom in doing that because we own our own machine.
We bring something to the table that's going to advance not just this process for Haworth, but probably for knitting in general.
If you take the Very Knit, for example, we're actually able to hone in on specific zones of the chair and increase comfort, density, breathability, whatever we want, we can actually pinpoint in the chair because it's knit to fit. It's one product coming off the machine. It allows us more flexibility in the sense that we can do whatever we want for any specific product.
We have no limitations when it comes to patterns and designs, and I think that's what people are really interested in.
Anytime you can reduce complexity when you're developing a product, I think it's beneficial. There's a fair amount of complexity in cutting and sewing, so we're looking at digital knitting as a means to eliminate some of that.
We're making it all in one piece, one part. There's no cutting, there's no waste. We're totally hitting on our sustainability story in doing that, as well as making it a part of how we want to move forward and how we see moving forward in the future with furniture.